So Alabama's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better. But the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be their first team every time they need him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So North Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got some room into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers, they're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or... that you can use against this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yard. Big play down the field.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going with the ground game left. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Power ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Is now 3rd and goal.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. 3rd and goal from way back there. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now rolling to the left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. To the air, it's Stevens. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
First down for this offense. The give to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Gets it out quickly. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The give to the tailback. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Stevens. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama! With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds him out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Fires to the right. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. The aerial assault continues. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fires to the big fella. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Scanning the field, it's Stevens. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The give to the single back. Bulls his way forward. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The offense lining up for a first down play. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. He wants to pass it on second down. Now adjusting. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense efforts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Riley. Touchdown tie! And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
North Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. Discards a man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Back to throw, it's Barnes. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great.
Time to take a shot. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
0.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. Floats it out in space. Fights off a defender. 30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the returner will be knocked down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback on the move, still looking. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lamb. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Throws to the back. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Gets open down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, he'll fire. trying to get behind the defense. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.